Shalom, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakak Wadash. I want to give double honors to my apostles and bishops of Great Millstone. Peace salutations to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. That's you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Israelites that have been scattered all around the world, which we refer to as Israelite foreigners. All right, it's going to be a quick lesson, okay? Just wanted to touch on an article. As you can see, this article is from MSN.com, and it is entitled, Groceries Just Had the Biggest Price Hike in Years. It is about to get even worse, experts warn. Okay, so let's read a little bit. It says federal inflation data confirms what you may have been feeling already. Groceries are getting more expensive. Unfortunately, things may be about to get a whole lot worse. Economists are warning. The price of groceries rose 2.9% in April compared to the same month a year earlier. According to government figures released in May, that was the highest year-over-year inflation rate for the category since August 2023. Let's jump down a little bit. It says, what contribute to the price hikes? Fuel prices have soared while the Iran war prevents cargo ships from passing through the Strait of Hormuz, a vital corridor for global oil supplies. Diesel fuel powers fishing boats, tractors, and the trucks that ship 83% of U.S. agriculture products. All right, point blank period. All right. So there you have it, man. All right. And this is why food prices is going to rise, man. Okay. And it's going to get worse, as it says in this article. All right. This is all through the spirit. All right. We live in end times. All right. The end of this current world as we know it. Okay. When I say the end of the world, I'm talking about the powers that be, the end of the powers that be, and the end of their system. Okay. All right. And as the system goes down, they're going to continue to fight. All right. They're not going to go down without a fight. All right. And they're going to try to take down as many kings of these different nations and many people, especially, the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, which are you Israelites, with them. All right. So let's get the scriptures. All right. Bear with me for a second. Get straight to the point. 2nd Ezra, go to verse 16. I start at verse 19. It says, behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. But for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. Right, because our people, they caught up into the cares of this world. They caught up into the breaded circus. A good example is right now you got the playoffs going, NBA playoffs. All right, everybody's, locked in, focused on that. Okay. Everybody's focused on, urban news, what's going on with these celebrities. Okay. And they worried about, distractions such as the Epstein files, all right, so forth and so on, man. Things that are really not important, okay? They worried about going out, having a good time, all right, the spirit of mirth, okay? This is why they don't be mindful, and this is why, and they're all trying to escape reality through being drunk and getting high every day. Okay, this is why they are not dealing with, real matters such as the economy collapsing and potential chaos. Okay. So let's go to verse 21. It says, behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in a good case, and even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. All right. So yeah, and this goes with Revelation the 6th chapter where it talks about the black horse, man. Okay, of how basically hyperinflation is going to take place. Okay, in this time, all right, the last kingdom before the Most High ushers in the kingdom of heaven under Yahweh Shai and the Israelites. Okay, this is the last kingdom. All right, last kingdom of the heathen, last kingdom of the sons of men. Well, Esau's the son of the wicked. All right, but in other words, they're heathens, man. Okay, is in the next world it's gonna be time for the sons of power to take the reins, man. Okay, so yeah, so these people, they're in for a rude awakening when that hyperinflation kicks in. All right, when them gas prices go up, and you might not even have a job because these jobs are gonna start cutting people. And also when like I said, when these food prices, gas prices rise up, and you don't have enough money to afford it, okay, and your living situation is compromised, people are gonna go berserk, man. All right, really berserk in a sense of fear. Okay, panic mode. I'm talking about desperation mode. Okay, all that. All right. So yeah, man. Anyways, I'ma close there. Lord, this lesson is edifying. That I'ma say. Shalom.